I guess now we can talk about our third topic.
God, that was a horrible showcase.
That was a really bad showcase.
Holy shit. Every year I'm like, this is the year. This is the year it's going to be the good one.
Yeah. And it just wasn't. It just straight up wasn't. Like, don't get me wrong. There were a couple of really cool indie games that I told you that I would remember the names for this podcast, and I did not remember the names. But there was one indie game that they showed off that's in the art style of old storybooks. Probably they come from somewhere else, but think like the storybook from the beginning of Shrek, that old medieval painting sort of style. And it's like a murder mystery, which is really cool. They're releasing Persona 3, 4, and 5, like their definitive editions on Xbox. They only had the release date for Persona 5 Royal, though, instead of the other two, so I don't know how that works.
4 is already there.
4 is already on Steam.
Not on Xbox, but
yeah,
whatever.
But other than that, I mean, there were a couple of like, I don't even know, man. I mean, there's a new Minecraft game. There's
motherfuckers announced Minecraft 4.
Yeah,
Minecraft 4 is official, and just like the miners are just starting to predict the future at this point. We gotta write a song about this now. There's 4 of these Minecraft games now. Minecraft, but it's like you announce a showcase. Yeah, it's not like Nintendo where you do it like 4 times a year, so it's fine if they aren't all bangers.
Yeah,
but you do it once a year, and it's like, you know, Xbox and Bethesda. Mm-hmm. It's like these two together. It's like, oh wow, what are they gonna drop? Jack shit.
No, and they knew that, which is why they put Starfield at the end. Because Starfield is the only thing that people wanted to see.
It's just a bunch of indie titles. I'm sorry, but indie titles are not showcase worthy.
Yeah. Yeah, there weren't a whole lot of franchises that were being represented at this juncture. It's like, yeah. So and I haven't played my Xbox in a while. The only time I ever play my Xbox now is to play Smite with my buddy Drummer Jake. If he's listening or watching, or if Lenny is listening or watching, you know exactly who I'm talking about.
Hey, Lenny, you want to be on the podcast?
I think Lenny wants to be on the podcast. And he's one of the only ones that will text me about how listening to the podcast like makes his day.
Oh, nice! Shout out to Lenny. Never
Shout
met
out to
you,
Lenny. But... Yeah, eventually it'll happen. But yeah, we're gonna do it. Too bad we didn't get into Car's meet and greet, and it's just gonna be Lenny and like Lenny and like 2 others. But
it's like they showed the Vin Diesel game.
Oh yeah, the new Ark game.
They didn't show anything at all.
It was just basically what the commercial's gonna amount to. No gameplay, no nothing. Just a game we already knew what was coming out, and they released more footage to throw at the stinger, the B-roll at the end of the showcase when they're like, "Look at all these games."
And not to say like the games were like looking bad or anything. It's just not stuff you put in a showcase.
Yeah.
Like that one Cocoon.
Oh, from the creator or one of the minds behind Inside and Limbo.
Yeah. So I'll probably play that because Inside was pretty fire.
Yeah.
Still got to get to Limbo at some point.
Yeah, we could do Limbo. That would be a fun run through.
Yeah, I mean, it's no way it's gonna be very long either. There's that Hollow Knight, which I had never played the other one, but it looks cool.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably play Shovel Knight too, because Shovel Knight people really like. And those are games that you could probably finish in like a day or 2 days or whatever.
And it's like, yeah, the Microsoft 40th anniversary.
Yeah,
and it's like,
yeah, at Microsoft's oldest franchise, and it's like Flight Simulator 40th anniversary edition.
It's like, what's different? What kind of celebration is that? Like the fucking Fallout thing.
Oh, yeah.
We're celebrating 20 years of Fallout. Now here's nothing to celebrate at all. Great, except we get to go to the pit in 76, which no one even fucking plays anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, and then not only were there was one but 2 Forza announcements. Not even back to back. It was like they planned the second Forza announcement like a couple of trailers after the opening one.
Yeah, it's like that was the first one to get like an extended look.
Yeah.
Oh, check out the ray tracing on the engine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there like, why are you? Who fucking gives a shit about the grass? You're not gonna see the grass when you're driving at 90 miles an hour in this game. Who gives a shit about grass? And there was a part of the showcase where the camera panned over the grass, and they were like, "Whoa, so realistic." I'm like, fuck you. Like, what the hell? Like, I don't give a shit. But here's the thing. We knew it was coming. Every single Microsoft showcase has a Forza trailer to it. It's like their bread and butter. It's just to show off the graphical capabilities of the system. I found out that much like Call of Duty, Forza the past basically decade has come out with almost one game for almost every single year. But like Call of Duty, they're flipping between two studios where like with Call of Duty there'll be like Activision and like Treyarch, I think, as they flip. So they have like
Modern War is the other one.
Yeah, Infinity Ward. So they have, like the Modern Warfare, and then they have Black Ops, and then, whatever. But in this case, they have the Forza game, Forza Motorsport, and then they have like Forza
Horizon.
Yeah. And so this one's just going to reboot the Motorsport franchise because it's just called Forza Motorsport. So I don't know, man. I was just... leading up to the showcase, I was like, if there's a Forza trailer, I'm going to scream. And I did.
It's like the suckers that keep getting like the Madden games.
Yeah, like like they ever change.
The players change.
Yeah.
Then put a fucking patch out.
Yeah,
put a patch and update it.
Just pull a Xenoverse 2. Just don't come out with another Dragon Ball Arena Fighter like since 2016 and just keep adding DLC. It's like that's what they're doing with fighters. They haven't put out a Dragon Ball Fighters 2 because they just keep putting DLC characters out because the base game is really solid. And I get it, like you want to update, or you want to keep using the most updated graphics, whereas like with a game like Fighters, it looks stylized enough that you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, well, the Xbox One has the same graphics when it came out versus when they're going to stop putting games out.
Yeah.
Like what are you doing in the 10 years from like 2013 to now to update the graphics? Jack shit.
I mean, they pretty much have a monopoly on the racing game.
For Xbox, maybe PlayStation has Gran Turismo.
That's true.
Which I think I don't play them, but like they're supposed to be way better.
I think they put a Gran Turismo game out recently.
They did 7, I think.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Now that E3 is not really a thing, this is what we have to look forward to. It's just these kind of lackluster showcases. And I think the fact that Microsoft only came out with one and Nintendo comes out with multiple is just a testament to Nintendo's commitment to, like the fact that they're putting out multiple showcases a year and like, maybe 3 out of 5 of them are worth it. Like if you include like the Pokemon ones too, it's like, go Nintendo. Microsoft, pull your fucking weight, guys. Like Nintendo's doing this all throughout the year. You can't put out one that's like all bangers. Like what have you been doing that whole time? So whatever. Yeah, and then the PlayStation State of Play was like a couple weeks ago, but we didn't really talk about that.
I don't think I gave a shit.
No. So Nintendo's definitely gonna have a Nintendo Direct this summer. They have to. And there might be another Pokemon Direct at some point to show us more, or they might just keep doing Pokemon trailers. But I don't know, man. Times are changing, and video game announcements just aren't, like E3 of 2006 or somewhere around there. That must have been a good E3. Just a bunch of shit to release, and now it's like not that things aren't coming out, but the hunger for trailers just it's far outweighs the hunger to go to these big conferences and see them all at once. So it's like companies, they're not going to bother holding on to trailers for the summer. They're just going to be like, we have it ready now. Let's just put it out now.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's the sacrifice that we have to make to further and advance in the video game community. Then whatever. Just like no more big conferences or showcases. Just give us more sporadic trailers throughout the year. That's fine.